How's it going? Goes Aquaplay Gaming here, coming at you with some more Dragon Age Inquisition gameplay. And in this episode, fuck, that hurt. That these hurt like crazy. If you guys saw last episode, fuck.
We were ready to walk away, then up comes the charger saying it's taken care of.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Anyway, how's it going, guys? Baka Gaming here, coming at you with some more Dragon Age gameplay. I have no idea what episode I'm on.
Started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
Okay.
We'll make good use of it. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if it's Sarah. It was probably just this loser right here, but I'm gonna go talk to Sarah just in case.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Have you seen another one? Honeytown.
Nope, nothing. Next time I got a copyright strike for having music, and this time I'm gonna just walk away. I need to speak to Cullen as well. Cullen and Blackwall. I think that's it. Oh yeah, Liliana. She's going to speak to her later. I'll go talk to her. I also have to go finish the mission and the castle. I need to finish that so I can stop playing with Semaz and go back to playing God of War.
Yes?
Nope, that's it. I also like doing this so I can catch up with like characters. The reason why I switched something I wear is so I can catch up with Gabriel. Because like I said before, Gabriel and Ascari, I never know when I catch up with a character. Since I have work, I don't have the time to like binge a game. Ah, Blackwell. He's chopping wood.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
Cross pride is to blame. That's why we fight him.
We stopped him. We saved most of the wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman.
Yeah, at the very
It's
end.
not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Oh wow. That was very deep, Blackwall. You're always so deep, man. Is there any do I have any new unicorns? Nope. Nothing new. What is this then? Is that the wood he chopped? Threw to a fire? Kinda hot.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Okay.
When I was a boy, There were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting.
I don't want to hear about this.
Turned around, went inside, and closed the door.
I would have
told
fucked
my
this nigga up.
father, or alerted someone. I didn't.
I'm a big
I
dog
just
lover.
pretended it wasn't happening.
You couldn't have been the only one there, and no one else stepped in.
Doesn't make what I did any less wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing.
Back
You're
then,
lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
the sad thing is that's not true. She would have done the same thing. The thing about Semaz's personality that people need to understand is, and the way I make her, the way I imagine her to be, is essentially she was shy. Like if you guys saw her earlier before she was dating Sarah, she was like crying a lot. She was like,
There must be something here.
Polix. Blackwall? Inquisitor, you've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been an honor to serve you. Blackwall?
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything.
You hear the panic in her
Sister
voice?
Liliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
A crumpled report. Sheet of paper. Looks like it was removed from recent report to Sister Liliana. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Collier massacre of 937 Dragon, was captured in Lides. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating and that he was just following the orders of his captain. His captain, Tom Rayner, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed from the week. He's trying to save this man who's innocent? Is that what's happening? I'm confused. Unless, like, maybe he's related to the guy? Oh, maybe, because, you know, he says, like, there's a Captain Tom Rayner. Maybe the guy who was at the grand tourney was Tom Rayner. And that's why he was like, oh, I have to save his men. Maybe something like that. I don't know, but there has to be a reason why he's going there, right? You can't just tell me something so fucking inspirational and shit and just leave. Anyway, like I was saying about Semaz's personality, it's just the way she is. It's the way I imagine her to be. She's like, she was originally shy and very a timid child. She was afraid of everything. Of course, always being judged for being a Qunari. Maker's will. There is no darkness. And that's how I always thought of her to be. And the fact that the fact that when she was younger, that's what all she was like. It's a good Kunari. They her mother Talvashaf, her father migrated from left the Kunari. Her mother was born Talvashaf, and her father left the Kunari. And that's the story about her parents. It's like, and that's what I have as than myself. And it's kind of sad because like she's always been bullied and shit for like things like that. Because her parents weren't magical, she didn't know how to control her powers. Her uncle on her mother's side, and this is the way the story is. You guys get to read more about it. Taught her everything she knows about magic, and then she even greatly honed her skills when she was part of a mercenary for the Kunari. She was a healer. At first, she was like a healer and support. She helped them out. They didn't do anything too dangerous, you know. Who is this, Varric? And so when people are like, "Oh yeah, Semaz, you would have done anything like that," she wouldn't have. She's not the strong, powerful mercenary that he wants her to be. She's just going along with it. Then I guess she's also not gonna like stand out. She probably would say something, but she wouldn't try to stop it. She'd go get somebody else to do it. And in a sense, that is doing something, but how much is doing so? She wouldn't do anything herself like he thinks she would be. You know what I mean? The Netherlands. Oh, we're going all the way back here? How odd. No, we're gonna go back here and continue this shit. Here's the western approach. There we go. Finally gonna finish this shit. Oh wow, Sarah's things changed. This one means that we're together now. Yay! Holy shit, is that Varric's? Varric's is different now. Is that Red Lyrium? What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, Blackwall left. Oh, look at that change in Blackwalls. Derek. I can't leave yet actually. I need to go change some things. But yeah. Because like, if you imagine her how she would have grown up in the Queen, she would have had her horns cut off. She would have been bound. Like every other fucking mages. I think they're called, not Kosef, they're called something with K. I forgot what they were called, but I used to... And the reason why I have the history is I wanted to make it so something impactful, something to make her sensitive, something to make her a Drastian. Her mother was a and this is the story. You guys are gonna get to see more of it when you guys when I make it how to create Semaz. Is her mother was born Talvashaf. Her parents were born away from the her parents were from the Qun but left, and she was born from it.
So I'm thinking Inquisition?
Oh, Bloodwake, what the fuck is this? Intriguing. And throw these things away. Might leave that. And so when originally when I was when I was thinking about what would make her, because I started with a concept of how do I make how do I make an androgyne Kunari, and that's how she started. I couldn't think of how to make a good female Kunari, so her design actually is taken from another person's. It's a combination of her base template is someone else's, and then I made some adjustments so that she would be my own. She's the only character I've done this with, so she's kind of like non-unique one. Simply because I couldn't figure out how to make a good Kunari without like a female Kunari. I just couldn't get it right. I didn't have a good template. All the templates for me sucked. I didn't feel like they were good. So superb heavy arm of the dragon. Jesus. Oh my god. And so for me, it always felt. I always felt like I didn't have to put as much effort as I did with the other ones because she wasn't 100% my own, and yet at the same time, she's the most interesting to me. Her backstory, so I put so much research, I put so much thought into it. Her family, she's the only one with a full-fledged reason family tree, things like that. Like everybody else is like, oh yeah, this happened. Like more connected to the lore. Well, hers is like I'm making her lore, a lot of her lore up. Like there's so much free range you can have with the Kunaris. This is the one I have on currently. Not what I'm looking for though. Semaz's burning staff. Staff of the field drake. There we go. Grip. Masterwork. Staff blade. Yep. And then Dragon Slaying Rune. And the Bloodwake seems cool. So let's see who we can go to, but yeah. So originally, upon making her, I didn't think much about it. You know, I wasn't like, oh yeah, she's gonna be some super cool, blah blah blah, shit like that. It was like, all right, let me make her. I'm like, I just want to make a female Kunari. A female Kunari. I wanted to make a Kunari mage, actually, not even a female Kunari. And it just seemed like a cool idea at the time. What I didn't know about, however, was how much I was gonna fall in love with the character of Semaz. He's so cool and innocent. It's just like, it's so good to have such, like, you guys understand, but it's such a good character, in my opinion, that I made. She already has Semaz, so yeah, nobody needs this. I don't think anybody needs this either. That's Barrack. Nope. Vanguard. Well, Blackwall's gone. What about Bible? That's so lame. I like the way this looks better, but whatever. What was I looking for? I mean, an invasion, Barrack. Wait, Malika's guard. Cole. Yep. And Witch's Grass for Solus. Where's Lorian? Oh yeah, right. He has a super powerful staff. All right. I need a. Where's Cole? So her parents are essentially her parents, and her backstory starts with her parents, and then I eventually because originally her mother was gonna be who Semaz was gonna be, and eventually I ended up turning Semaz to her own character. So originally the original character that I created by myself when I tried it, that's the backstory. She had her own simple backstory just like everybody else. But it was different with Semaz because once I made Semaz, it was kind of like oh, that's kind of cool. Semaz was more of a Semaz was more of a character that I don't know how to word it, but she was a character that I loved wholeheartedly, simply because how her personality was. And when I made her, I was thinking about why she is the way she is. Her family came to mind and whatnot. So I don't know if it's weird or not, but it's like it's the way I thought about it. Once we said it, that's cool. This is 188. Jesus. I think I might finally give her this. $188, 231. Damn for that one. $209. Ooh. 161. 188 for Lister's Cotton. 188. 209 for Royal Silk. Silk. 188 for Silk Brocade. I got her here for 180 for something. I could sound like sure, why not? Why would she need cutting dexterity? All these are cutting and dexterity. Are you fucking kidding me? What? I'm trying to get the most constitution. What about this one? Well, that's a lot of shit. Okay, so I understand what's happening here. Magic and willpower. But yeah, I'm just looking at it right now. When it came to her, so much of her was in my head. What is it that what could I do to improve this character to make it come to life? And that's how her uncle training her started. That's how the story of the uncle was actually on her dad's side. The reason why the dad left the Cune, he was a Sten, by the way, guys, was because her uncle was one of those mages. He was one of the type of mages that were bound and everything. I keep forgetting what they're called though. But when Semaz was being raised and they left the Cune, he taught her. And it's kind of for me at least. It sucks because personally, if I would have like lived in a happy story, it would have been like, it would have been, she could have worked too, but at the same time, it's like, oh, that's German. It would have been like, it would have been too like, it wouldn't impacted her as much. Just trying. Let's see if it gives her like the fucking thing. No, it doesn't. Thought it was put his update his shit. And the way I see it, if I would have just made her the way I'm quote unquote like any like other characters, it wouldn't have done her justice. Even if she was just a last minute thought character, even if she was a character that wasn't like her looks are originally 100% mine because they use a template from someone else. She is mine, like of course 100%, but like, I have to give credit to the whoever created. When I put up how to create, I will be putting the person's name of I forgot. I think I got it from like whose template she was. If I can re-find it again, because I just looked up a ton of Pinterest pictures and I was like, oh, this one looks good. Let me base her off of this one. The reason why she wears armored horns, and the reason why, in story-wise, I'm gonna make her chicken off eventually, is because her she was with the mercenaries eventually. But there's too bad there's no hairstyle where she can have this type of horns and this type of hair with her horns visibly showing. I wish they would have given more options, like what's with the metal, what's without it, without having to change the hairstyle completely. But yeah, guys, that's enough of me ranting about Semaz and the beautifulness that goes into creating her. And at least until I use how to create series. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is all for today's video, and it's Baka signing off.